Alright guys, video number one. Uno. I think that was French for one. Took it in high school. I don't remember. Un, deux, trois, something like that. Anyways, video number one. This is going to be our keto cheesecake. So this seems to be a very popular recipe online. I've looked at a lot of videos that make it, and you know, like I said, keto, it's a lot easier said than done. But once you get into it, it's really easy. Some of the things you do miss are your sweets. And I'm definitely, now I'm definitely a sweet guy. Sweet guy, get it. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get our cheesecake. Yeah, we're going to make our cheesecake today. It's going to be easy. Not too many ingredients. You will have to buy a few things, but once you do, hopefully this video will make it a lot easier. So let's get right to it. First thing we're going to want to do is preheat our oven to 300 degrees, and this is going to be used for our crust. We're going to need some almond flour, Swerve Confectioner Sugar, butter, and I'm using ghee. We'll be using pure vanilla extract, some eggs, salt, full fat cream cheese. In this case, I am using Philadelphia. And we'll be using a quarter of a lemon. Did not know that we need lemon in cheesecake, so new learning experience for me. So first thing, we'll need 1 1/4 cup of almond flour for our dry ingredients that we're going to mix. We will also need a 1/4 cup of Swerve Confectioner Sugar. Now for this recipe, I found the confectioner works pretty well. You do not need the granulated sugar. But, you know, you can always experiment. I found that confectioner just works just fine. We'll also be using some salt. Once we have that together, we'll just mix that up, make sure everything's incorporated. Then at this point, we're going to want to melt a 1/4 cup of butter. Again, I'm using ghee, so I just heated it up to help it mix. But any butter will do that you want to use. A teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. 1 egg, and you mix well. You just mix until the mixture doesn't stick to your mixing bowl and easily forms into a ball. When you get to that point, then we'll need a spring pan. I have a 9-inch here that I purchased from Amazon. An optional step, you can use some oil or some spray just to prevent it from sticking to the edges. And I'm using avocado oil in this case. So once you get it to the pan, you'll just mix it out evenly until you get a nice crust. And we will be putting this into our preheated oven at 300 degrees for 15 minutes. Now, while we are making our crust, we'll go ahead and begin our cheesecake filling. So we'll need 3 8-ounce blocks, a total of 24 ounces of full fat cream cheese. I am using Philadelphia, but any brand that you'd like to use is also fine. We'll be using just under a cup of Swerve Confectioner Sugar, or any sugar, any keto-friendly sugar that you'd like to use. We'll be using a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this is my first video, and I just wanted to show you a few mistakes that I made. So the quartered lemon, as you see here, I have it prepared, but I did not de-seed it. So please take out the seeds as you're pouring it in. Second mistake, bam, right into the mixture. I was kind of nervous making this video, but as you can see, I start squirting it, and look at those juices flow. Now, when looking for a lemon, you definitely want to find one that's soft yet firm for a really moist one. Now, once you have all these ingredients placed, I recommend using a hand blender to expedite the mixing process. We'll be adding 1 egg, mixing that, and then we'll be adding another egg. for a total of 2 eggs used for the cream cheese filling. So after a few minutes, just make sure we get all the little bits left. And you know you're ready when your cream cheese filling starts to hold and take shape. By which at this point our crust that we had baking in our oven will be ready at the 15-minute mark. So we'll take that out and let it cool down for a bit. At the same time, we'll preheat our oven back up to 350 degrees, which we will do to put in our cheesecake to bake for 30 minutes. So you just put it in the pan, mix it in however you like, using a spatula, spoon, what have you. I know there are different utensils people can use, but however you can get it to spread out and as evenly as possible. Alright, I'm just going to jump over here and we'll be putting in our cheesecake in for 30 minutes baking at 350 degrees. Alright, after 30 minutes, we will take out our cheesecake and let it cool to room temperature for about 1 hour. At the 1 hour mark, we can get ready to cover this up. We'll need to put it in the refrigerator, at least for an hour. Make sure it's not too hot. I'm sorry, at least 4 hours, preferably overnight. Just wanted to show you, that's my roommate in the corner there. Wanted to show me his non-friendly keto adult beverage. Just mocking me with it as I make a keto-friendly cheesecake. Hey, what are roommates for, right? Now this is taken the next day. Again, 4 hours in the fridge, preferably overnight. Some people like to use a knife to cut into the edges to make sure it doesn't stick to the spring pan, but mine didn't this time. So remove that, admire your work. We're gonna go ahead and grab a plate, grab a knife, something to take out your cheesecake, an eating utensil of your choice, be it a knife, fork, spoon, whatever floats your boat. And just try it out. I will have to say this came out delicious and I approve. Alrighty, well, there you have it. First video, keto cheesecake. I hope it turns out as beautiful as mine did. I've never actually baked, and that's one of the few things that I wanted to do while I'm on this diet, and I figured, hey, if I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and do some keto recipes, I've had a desire to use this opportunity to bake because I've always wanted to bake. I've never just gone around to do it, so I'm always excited to try new recipes and new methods of cooking. So please, if you guys have any suggestions, any comments, please go ahead and leave that below. Please hit a like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. If you have any questions, anything to say, please let me know. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and we'll see you next time, all right?